that feeling when you buy something new and then it sits in your closet to rot? It starts collecting dust, and then you have these overwhelming feelings of guilt, like, why did I buy this and why did I waste my money? And yeah, that was a mistake. Listen, I don't want to feel like that ever again, and I don't want you to feel like that again either. So when I sat down to think about my regrets, it's trending right now on YouTube, regrets, purchases that we've made that are big mistakes, I thought, what is the point of sharing buy this and not that if we don't have any takeaways and any lessons learned? So in today's video, I am sharing the mistakes to avoid so that you no longer have any of these fashion regrets like I did. Mistake number one, which happens a little bit too common than I care to admit, especially considering that I don't know, I'm a little bit too old to be making this mistake, is buying things that are not the right size. Now, I don't know why I do this, but every once in a while, I guess I must feel like torturing myself because I'll buy something that's just a tad snug and tell myself that it's okay, you know, I'm not really where I want to be right now, but I will be soon, so I'll be there soon, and then I'll wear it, and then it'll be fine. What is the point in doing this? For one, it's kind of mean. Every time you go in your closet, you have a reminder of something sitting there that you're not wearing and why you're not wearing it. It's taking up space, and you know, it's just mean. Don't do this. I need to stop doing this to myself personally. You either need to, one, wait to make the purchase or size up or buy a different size. We all need to realize that retailers literally are crazy with sizing. Sometimes I'm an extra small, sometimes I am a medium, like there's literally no rhyme or reason. Let's all collectively stop making this mistake. The second mistake I've made that has led to some fashion regrets is trying things that are not exactly my style. Now, I love experimenting with fashion and experimenting with trends. There's nothing wrong with stepping outside the box, but every once in a while, if you step outside the box too much and experiment with a trend, you realize that it's just not for you. I made this mistake about a year or two ago. I was really liking the cropped flare jeans. This is like the one purchase that comes to mind that I tried out a few times, and every time I tried these pants on, I thought I just look squatty. Maybe this is not meant for my body type, and when I think back and look on it, it was a lot of tall women that were wearing these jeans, and I'm not tall, I'm 5'4". So maybe I had no business trying out this trend at all. I don't want to discourage you from trying out new things, but before making the purchase and pulling the trigger, ask yourself, do you feel comfortable in it? Will you be confident in it? And you know, maybe if you're not, and if it doesn't reflect your personal style, maybe it's something you should pass on. The next fashion mistake that I have made that has led to some regretful purchases is buying for someday maybe. I used to do this a lot in my 20s where I'd stock up on coats even though I live in Arizona, or I get all these beautiful dresses for going out when I wasn't going out every night of the week, and I just had to have these items, but they didn't exactly suit my lifestyle. Buying for someday maybe is okay if you have a special occasion or if you have a really special piece that you cannot pass up. But otherwise, again, we're taking up space in our wardrobe that could be filled with other things. I have this one really special piece that I came across like when I had just given birth to my daughter, and I told my husband about it, and he surprised me and went and bought it for me. It did not fit at the time, and I knew it wouldn't. Again, I had just given birth, but this was the only one there and the only size left, so it was really special. Now, one other mistake I made with this particular outfit is that this someday maybe that I had in my head waited too long for. I waited 2 years to wear this outfit, not because it didn't fit. I was waiting for the perfect moment and the perfect occasion, and sometimes you just have to create it. It actually took the pandemic for me to finally bust out this outfit. We were in lockdown and it was my birthday, and I had a few friends over for a little rooftop champagne toast, and I thought, you know what? If not now, when? And I wore the outfit and I felt absolutely beautiful in it. I didn't have to go to a special place. I didn't have to go to a special occasion. So if you're buying for someday maybe and letting your pieces collect dust, make the occasion now and enjoy them if they make you feel beautiful. And for all the rest of those pieces, if you don't have an occasion to, don't buy them yet. Another fashion regret that I make a little too often, and more so than I'd like to admit, is buying things that are uncomfortable. I am really focused on comfort lately, and I am really trying to gravitate towards items that make me feel good with the fabric and with the fit, because I'm so sick and tired of putting on clothes that just feel too restrictive or uncomfortable in some way, and I don't know why I buy these things. If you're in the dressing room and you think, well, it's cute and it's slightly uncomfortable, but I'll deal with it and put up with it later, just say no, because you probably won't put up with it. More often than not, I end up going into the closet, trying it on, and then I'm like, why did I buy this? I don't want to wear this. And I throw it on the ground and end up wearing something else instead. So keep in mind your comfort, it does matter. You want to look and feel good in what you're wearing. I don't want to harp on this one too much because I feel like it's pretty obvious why these regrets have happened. And this mistake is buying cheap stuff. Like, listen, we all like to have our little thrills, but I've realized and noticed more often than not that like when I'm decluttering my closet and when I'm getting rid of stuff, the first thing to go is always the cheap stuff. It's always the stuff that I got like on Amazon or TJ Maxx or Marshalls. Listen, I love Amazon. I do hauls on my channel and I feature the best stuff. But sometimes there are these things that like I bought that either don't hold up or I don't like the fabric or it just changes over the time and I just get over it rather than investing in like better pieces that last for years to come. I've noticed in my closet personally and in my wardrobe that some of the dresses that I have that I've had for years and years, they're always the ones that were actually fairly expensive or just more expensive than the ones that were like throwaway dresses. So try and avoid that mistake of buying things just because they were on sale. That's another thing. If you're not willing to pay full price for it, it's not worth buying, and things that may be just a little bit too cheap. You'll have to let me know if this mistake has happened to you, or any of these for that matter. But one that's happened to me recently is being influenced. Yes. Sometimes we buy things because we're influenced from others and it's just not right for us. This one particular top comes to mind that it was like this cute little yellow peplum top a couple years ago that a girl that I follow posted and she looked adorable in it. And you buy it and it's like this instant thrill, like, yes, add to cart, I'm gonna look just as cute. And I got it and it was cute and I wore it like once or twice and I noticed that it just kind of like sat in my closet a lot. And I wasn't wearing as much as I thought I would. And it's the thing is like, when you pull the trigger on things that influencers are featuring, there's a couple of problems with it. And one of them is that one, they might have a different body type than you. And the second is they might have a different lifestyle. And lastly, they might have a different wardrobe. So maybe you're buying something for going out, but you don't go out very often. Or maybe you're buying something that you don't know how to style multiple different ways, so it's not as versatile. In this case, it was the color that didn't really work out for me and I didn't really know why. And I just noticed that I wasn't gravitating towards it and I wasn't wearing it with a lot of pieces, and it's because it was a color that's not really in the color palette in my wardrobe, so I never wore it. I didn't think about that before I made the purchase because I just thought it looks cute on her. I want to look cute too, I'll buy the piece. So when you're under the influence like this, just ask yourself if it suits your body type, if it suits your lifestyle, and if it's going to work with the things you have in your wardrobe. Let me know in the comments below which one of these mistakes you have made. Maybe you've made all of them, or are there other ones that I should have included on this list? I feel like these were the ones that I have made the most often. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe if you haven't already. I'm putting out videos about once a week and I would love to continue to talk all things fashion with you. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.